Okay. Says we're supposed to be live. Let me look. Well, kind of looks like we're live. Hey, you can totally see me now. Yay. Hi. Alright, so I don't have any chat, but now I'm back in the house. Got the chat up, popped up. We're in Fusion 360. We'll get out of my train stuff. Let's go to printer upgrades. Go to my ADIMLab folder. We're going to make, so what we're making, let me switch this. So what we've got, so this is the extruder motor with this little PC board that the ADIMLab uses for running power. So everything is kind of neat because everything comes through this connector here, and then you've got connectors for the heater. Back there's the thermistor, fans, PWM fan and cooling fan, all on, so you can kind of interchange these things. But what I'm doing is, this is the old hot end, which is kind of odd. Well, there, let's turn it upside right. It's kind of odd. It's an all metal hot end. Let's set this one down. So this all metal hot end. There's no PTFE tube in the throat, but it's got this big block up here and a really short little heat sink. There's no break. I know that's going to be hard to see, but there's no gap between the heat block and the throat, and they use very, very close to an E3D nozzle. I don't know that it's exactly the same, but yeah, look at the, well, yeah, you can see the gap in there for the, so this is a E3D V6 all metal. This is a Bondtech BMG extruder that I'm putting on there. But the way this one mounts to the X carriage is this little block has a couple of tapped holes underneath there, and there, and that's then this bolts to the extruder, the stepper motor, and that's what holds it on there. So basically, I need to print a new plate with a hole in it where the E3D V6 can go through, and that will set, put it so you guys can see it, so that will set underneath right here. So theirs was that far over. Yeah, this was mounted right to the face. So the nozzle is going to be offset to the left a little bit once it's in the printer. So it'll shove it to the left, and the E3D V6 is a little bit longer. Now granted, everything's just finger tight in here, and things may change, but hopefully I won't lose too much Z height by doing this, and it'll give me, I've already got hardened steel nozzles and bigger nozzles, so I got it up to a 0.8, and then the design, I didn't bring in all the extruder bits for this, but all the clamping arm and the feed gears, but this is a lot tighter tolerance, so it'll let me print flexibles on this thing. And this is a 310 by 310 by 410, so it's a big printer. But anyway, I need to measure up this little block, and we're going to print one in PLA probably to start out with. We'll get some measurements here. So let me flip back to Fusion 360. And you can still see me over here. Let me put the chat back on the top so I can see it. Not that I expect that there's going to be a whole bunch of anybody coming in here. But all right. So let's create a new component. And we're going to call it, what are we going to call it? Bondtech mount. Call it a Bondtech mount. There we go. Okay, so now we need to create a sketch. Create sketch on the XY plane, of course, because that's, why would you ever create anything anywhere else? And basically what we need to do is get my handy dandy calipers here. And I know most people, well, most competent 3D printers would already know what the width of a stepper motor is, but I don't. So let's start by measuring the existing piece. Its overall width is 48 millimeters. And it's got a distance of 40 millimeters between the holes. Now, we're not going to put, the XY plane that we're doing is going to be these holes that go to the extruder motor, the stepper motor body. So I'm going to measure that first. See what that is. That is, well, let's say 42 and a half. Do I want it to be centered? I think I do. So we're going to draw a rectangle. We're going to draw a center rectangle. And we want it to be 42.5 by 42.5. There we go. So that is the size of the stepper motor, and distance between the holes is not 30. $31. Looks like 31 to me. Distance between the holes is 31, and those would be, I believe, clearance for a 3 millimeter. Yep. So we'll make them 3.6 or so. So we need a circle, blank, center circle diameter, put it on the diagonal, 3.6, enter, put another, whoops, circle again, 3.6, and there's probably easier ways to do this. Actually, I should do, yeah, well, we'll go back. Where I'm not very good at this. I know how to run it, but I'm not very good at planning, planning out my attack on how I do stuff. So let's take this upper left one. Let's make this one. Let's go D for dimension. D for dimension. Pick that dimension. Double click it, and let's make it that size. So that if we want to change one, we just change that one hole. The upper left hole determines the size of all the holes. Okay, now we're going to dimension again and go from here to here. Oops. Shifting? No. And I said make that 31. 31. But I want, escape out of that, I want this and this to be horizontal. So we put a horizontal constraint. Now it's 31 and it's horizontal. Let's do that to these holes down here. Dimension. No. Let's escape. Escape. Well, okay. We'll do it the other way. Same way we did the first one. Let's go. Take that and make it that. There we go. So now it's the same dimension as the other one. Alright. Pick that center. Shift. Pick that center. And let's make that horizontal. Then let's take this top one and shift and make that one vertical. And now if we dimension these from there to there, that should be 31. So yeah, that's fine. We don't care that it's driven. I mean, we know what it is. Sorry if I'm snuffly or whatever, but anyway, we're well on our way. So now we got the plate, and by the way, I ordered all my parts from these guys right here, printed solid. They were fast. They had their Black Friday sale. I ordered them. They sent me the wrong one because I asked for a 24 volt, but hey, they got me the right parts. Only took 2 days, so awesome. Alright, now we need a hole in the middle for the shaft. I don't think we need anything, yeah, we don't need it any longer than just for the shaft, so it's, I think it's a 5 millimeter, 3 millimeter. Well, let's make it a 10 millimeter hole. So right there, 10, alright. So that's our faceplate that's going to mount the Bondtech to, or mount to the Bondtech. And now we need to measure how thick that little plate is and where these holes, because those are the holes that line up, how far they are from this base plate. So let's see. Make sure that that's the same spacing. Yep, sure enough. Looks the same. Yeah, they've got a 3.3 hole. Eh, we can change that. Alright, so it's a 5 millimeter thick. And it's I'm going to call it 10 right on the money. Maybe 10 and a half. 10.5. Let's go that way. 10.5. So it's 10. The plate itself is 5 millimeters thick, but it's 10 and a half to the bottom set of holes. So let's draw another rectangle from right here. And you notice that that does that. If you go to that corner and come down, now it's stuck to that corner. We're going to make it 5 millimeters tall. And if I dimension, let's go a dimension from there to there. It's 10.75. That'll be okay. It's good enough. So this becomes our little plate that sticks out. Yeah, so if this is our, I'm holding it upside down because it's just easier. So our little plate is going to go right there, right in front of the stepper motor. Let's see if I pushed it. I don't want it more to the left. I want it more to the, yeah, okay. So let's put, hey Rover again. Yep, I'm streaming. Those holes are offset, I believe. Maybe it's not. No, it's not. Okay. Alright, so if that was sitting right there, right like that, and that's going to push that quite a ways over, but that's alright. And I am going to need a knockout in the width of it. Alright, so for right now, that's all we need. We got got the thickness. We got to figure out how wide we want to make it. Hey, Medic Vince. So I think we're done with this part of the sketch. Yes. So let's stop the sketch. Now we can E for extrude. And I'm going to do it this way. We're going to extrude this. I'm going to go that way. We're not going to make it 5 millimeters. Let's make it 2 millimeters. But let's also include that. Say, okay. Now I got to go back in here and turn on the sketch again because I want to extrude this part of it. This, whoops. I don't want that. What are you doing? Cancel that. Let me go back here. What's going on? Let's go top view. Alright, I screwed up. Let me go back to this extrude. There we go. We'll go 2 millimeters that way. Alright. Now, let's go back and we're going to make another extrude. Pick this, extrude that, and that is going to be the width of our little plate, which is, well, it's 19.8, but we'll call it 20. Did that do it? 20? Oh, no, it didn't get it. 20. There we go. So that's our little plate. So the extruder motor goes on this side, and the hot end and all that sort of jazz goes out on that side. So I want to pick this face, and we're going to sketch again. All right. And let's see, how far is it from the face of the Bondtech to the center line of the E3D is about, I know I could go online and look it up. Let's call it 23 millimeters. And the diameter of the heat sink at that point is 22 millimeters. So let's draw a circle there. It's going to be 22. Then we're going to dimension that, and it's coming from that center point to there is 23. So that's our cutout for that. We should probably make this a little bit bigger. Let's make that 25. Sure, why not? Okay. And then our bolt holes that go through this are going to be, we said this is 20. Yep, so that's 10. And they are 40 millimeters apart. And they are sized for M4. So they're 3.6 diameter. Escape out of that circle. Whoops. 3.6. Enter. Circle. Oops. Yeah. I drew the circle, but it didn't have a dimension. Okay. And we want this one and that center to be horizontal to each other and dimension apart. I said was 40. No. Well, I thought I said it was 40. What did I say it was, guys? You guys aren't paying attention. You're not much help. Come on, what? Yeah, I said it was 40. Oh. Oh, because this is 48 millimeters wide. Oh, boy. Okay, so that's 40 and dimension from the center of there to there. Whoops, escape. Let's draw a line from here up to there. Good. Escape. Select that. Make it a construction line. Dimension. Dimension from center of here to there is this divided by 2. Okay. We're going good now. And dimension from here to there is 10. Okay. So we got those. Let's, something I didn't do. How am I going to do that? Because this needs to be wider than that. Oh, I know. We'll just go back to the first sketch. This line, dimension, is 48. Haha. No, I'm not that smart. Okay. Make it 44. And let's draw another line. Let's take that line, grab that line, shift, midpoint. Okay, we got to do another line. Line, the center there, down, yes, escape, pick that one, X, make it a construction line. Okay, dimension from this line to this line is nope. I know what's wrong. I gotta take this off of there. What have I got on there? How come I can't see you? It's got a perpendicular? What is that? Horizontal, vertical, delete, coincident. Oops. Delete. There we go. Okay. Now we can dimension from that line to this line and make it nope 24. This one's 48. Ha ha! We got it. Okay. That gives us, let's stop that sketch, and now if we go back and look at that, we got our body for our little platform that's the right size. Right? Yeah. So now we should be able to do another extrude and pick this and that and that and go all the way through, and there's our little bracket. Sweet. Now you can do fancy stuff. Let's name our body Bondtech mount. Mount. Enter. Now we can do fancy stuff like modify, fillet. We want to put a fillet on those corners. And these corners. I wonder if it'll do this. I've never tried this before. Let's put a 1 millimeter. Oh, look at that. Did it. Even in multiple planes, it did it. Sweet. Okay, there we go. Now we got our little bracket. And I'm hoping. So the only other thing that's different. Yeah. The only other thing that's different is if I line that little bracket up, look at where the extruder is, or the hot end is in comparison. So it not only is it going to move this way, it also moves the extruder back, which when it's on the printer, that's towards the front of the table and off the bed of the table even more. So I'll have to revamp that. Well, cool. So I guess I should go print that. Now, do I want it in PETG or do I want it in PLA? That's the question. I think we'll try PETG first, since I got that loaded in the machine. And we'll just go print one. I could print in PLA, but meh. We'll try a PETG one, print that out, and see what it looks like. Yeah, I think that's good enough. We'll see how it fits. All right. Let's download that. Yeah, okay. Where are we going to put that? We are going to put that in Downloads, ADIMLab, Mods, Bondtech Mount, Save. Better save this. Okay. Yeah, but it shouldn't, Rover, it shouldn't get hot. It's just holding the extruder motor. You know, the cold end's cold, and it's mounted on a metal carriage, so. Should not get hot. Okay, so I got that downloaded. Let's fire up Slicer. And just minimize that. We'll fire up Slicer here. Maybe. Let's put it on the OPI3 Mark 2.5 with Z-Hop. Change that to Inland PETG. We're going to print settings. Set this to yeah, 200 PETG, but not PETG, 600. Okay, well, that's fine. 200 PETG, 4 perimeters. What's my infill at? I want to infill it. Four perimeters. 3 and 3. Let's make that 6. And 6. It's not, doesn't really need that many, but that's fine. Let's add our model. Pop, 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 pop. Bondtech mount. Look at that. There it is. Do I have a skirt? 3. Let's add. Probably doesn't need a brim. It doesn't need a brim. Let's Slicer. Oop. Preview it. Always preview. Okay, so that's going to be basically solid PETG. Just solid, solid, solid. All the way up. That should be fine. I hope that 2 millimeter thick PETG is stiff enough. Of course, it will be, you know, the extruder. Let's see, will the extruder? No. The Bondtech will be right resting on this little shelf here. So it should be pretty stable, I'm thinking. Okay. Whoop. Let's export that G-code. We're here. Let's put it in the right directory. Okay, 2.5. I gotta wait for my hard drive on my router. We'll put it in the PETG. Save it. And we're ready to go out and print it. I won't stream it because I can't hook to the, well, I can go move the camera. Do you guys want me to stream the print of this thing? It says it's going to take 57 minutes. Let me get the Raspberry Pi up. I'll make a new scene. Make a new scene here. We'll add the, whoops, sorry. Oh, let me go back here. Let me see what I've got here. MPEG stream, that's what it is. Okay, be right back. Plus media source. Nope, not it. Plus it's not window capture. What the heck is it? It's not image capture. Browser? Ah, add existing. There we go. There we go. Okay, so I'll have to go rearrange the camera out there because the MK 2.5 is way back there in the background. You can see the green arm on the spool holder. This is the MMU2 in the front, so there won't be any audio when I run out there, but we'll fire it up and get it going. Then I'll come back in here and we can watch it together. Let me pull that up. All right, so we're done with this. Got that all set. I'll be right back. You guys hold your horses and behave. I hope that's streaming and you're getting the audio from in here. All right. Okay, it's a rolling. I can close that. Hope you guys can hear me. Yeah, we can't hear the printer, but looks like I got you a good enough view. Close slicer. Let's close Fusion 360. Let's save that. We can get out of that. Okay, audio's good. So what are you guys working on today? And I don't mind if we just watch the print go. You don't need to see my ugly face, I don't think. If you want me to, I can add it. Nope, that's not what I want to do. Add this. And we'll put him. Yeah, we'll make him really tiny over there. Put him in the corner. There you go. So I usually print the first layer on the PETG at a really, really slow, like 20 millimeters a second, I think was what it was. 4 giveaways. Fire Station Lithophane Box Project. Cool. 0. Yeah. You know, I ordered this stuff from Printed Solid, and they had that maker box. There's my maker box offer. Yeah. They have the maker box offer in there. And I really like that marble filament. I don't know what I'm going to print in it. I got a whole bunch of filaments that I don't know what I'm going to print in it. But I thought doing the easy plan, give me a lot of little samples that are good for different colored stuff. So I know I bought lots of rolls of this, so that's Batman. Multicolor Batman by Vedran, the Wexter. But his cape failed and broke off. Print went, but something jammed and missed one layer, and that screwed up his whole cape. But he's still cute. Still a cute little guy. Used Prusa standard PETG settings and was perfect. Cool. Yeah, I don't modify. I mean, I changed the name. It was the Prusa settings for PETG. Have I printed PETG with? Have you printed PETG with supports? Using PETG as the supports? I'm trying to think if I have ever done it. I can't remember. But anyway, it's I like printing PETG, but I'm only going to run it on the MK 2.5. I would love, well, I say that. I wonder, have any of you guys heard of anybody running PETG with the MMU2? Will it work? Is it too stringy? Will it retract? Does it get a glob on the end and plug up? I haven't seen anybody doing that yet. Would love to do that. I have some projects that I need to print in PETG multicolor. Signs and things. and PETG would be good for like license plate frames and stuff that my dad needs for his boat. You know, oops. Oh yeah, that's gonna be beautiful. I'm wondering if that heater cartridge is the same diameter. Of course, there's molten plastic all over it. And this is set up for a cartridge thermistor, not just a bulb thermistor. But I may be able to use this wiring. I'll just have to change the thermistor out on it. So is the video looking jerky to you, or is it just my stream? It seems to freeze up, and it could just be the Raspberry Pi. I don't know. Like there, it just froze for a second. Okay, good. Fire station lithophane box. Cool. I like that. I did one lithophane. It's out on the entertainment center in the living room. It's of my son and my grandson and his wife. Turned out nice. First lithophane I ever did. What color? Yeah, it's probably the Pi. What color, or do you just use plain white, or are you doing the lithophane with the marble, with the little flecks in it? Yeah, so about an hour. That's awesome. Here's my other. Wonder if this is faster than this one. Got two SanDisk micro SD card readers, or SD card and micro SD card readers. And both SDHCs, but maybe it's the hub that I plugged it into. For some reason, the SD card that I use in my SLR, my SD card reader that's built into the tower has quit recognizing it. So it doesn't, when I plug it in, it doesn't come up and let me transfer pictures anymore. It doesn't even recognize that it's in the drive. So I don't know. Thank you, Microsoft. New updates make my stuff not work. Hey, red light. What are you up to? Oh, the thing's white brick walls. Oh, so it's like a little Hydrant's gray, top's marble. Cool. Have you, Vince, have you posted some of those on Twitter? I think. Are you on Twitter? Dig my phone out. Scrapping computers. Okay. Oh, I see Gear Down for What has a new video up. Let's search for 3D Medic. No, let's search for Medic Vince first of all. Nope. Oops. Well, other than I can't spell. Unless that's you, Fire Medic 3293. You're not following me, are you? And I gotta go through all of these. I'll never find you in here. Oh, there you are. Nope, you're just Medic Vince, all one word. Okay. Did you post anything on Twitters? There we go. I'm looking at Medic Vince on Twitters, but I don't see a picture of that. Oh yes, I see the model. View model. Cool. That's going to be cool. Very neat. Huh? Well, I'm a little teeny in the corner, but that's very cool. Yeah. Awesome. Cool. All right. Normal giveaways. Oh, I gotta pay bills this evening, and we're gonna make potato soup and have ham. I should probably go preheat the oven and stick the ham in there, but let's see, what time is it? It is, whoops, 4:43. Yeah, I better go preheat the oven. I'll be right back. Get the oven hot, get a pan to it's not peeling up, but that print looks kind of glorpy around where the holes are. That's cool. That's neat, Vince. Yeah, looks okay. All right, I'm going to fire up the oven and I'll be right back.
Hi, sugar butt.
Right.
Yet the internet went down a couple times, and the last time it went down, finally came back up. But before it came up, I was like a little bit more thirsty. I don't have a problem with that. They were having Jacob and David came and helped wash that hell of monitors and so.
All the potatoes. Oven's pretty weak. Oven's ready to go. Water's good, it's ready to boil.
Yep.
Gonna wash and do these. Those all need to be peeled.
Do you need help?
Yeah, you can peel those. I'm gonna finish.
Let me.
Yeah, you can. Finish up with my in here and these guys.
I need to take care of my things.
Okay. Well, he's been asleep all afternoon. Oh, Mama's home. Okay.
I gotta get my perks. I'll be right back.
All right.
That beaver don't have no license.
Yeah, of course not.
Got a Cooney dealer plate thing on the back.
Yeah, there's a temporary in the back window. You just can't see it through the tint. Okay, we're back. But I'm going to go peel some potatoes and stuff. So I can either mute me, and you can watch the print in silence if you want to do that. Or I'll stop the stream. Hey, Denninger. A. Denninger. What is A. Denninger? And maybe I'm pronouncing that right.
Yeah, Damon came back like 2 seconds after I got the car parked.
Yep.
Because I reparked because we were in this spot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He pulls up and he's like, Jed, look at my car. And so I saw the front. He had kind of like a pit maneuvered somebody.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he didn't need to. He just. I signed us up for Jude's birthday party for the 23rd.
Oh, okay.
It's going to be at a place called Smarty Pants.
Smarty Pants.
Yeah, there's an address here. There's going to be activities for the kids. So I figured we could go, see what it is, and bring him a present at another time.
Okay.
Okay.
On the 23rd?
Huh?
Well, we got time
It's
to
a
get him
Saturday.
something.
Well, yeah, I know we do. He's going to be so overwhelmed with so much activity
Right.
that
Okay.
I thought it would be more fun to just go like after the party, the weekend after the party, or on Sunday, and then have him
Open presents.
open the present.
Okay.
Because they're having, it's going to be an act. You can look on the email that Jill sent to me.
Actually, D. Denninger, but you can't change it. Awesome.
What?
Oh, nothing. I'm chatting with folks here, dear.
Oh.
Okay, we may be getting to the top layers. And then we just got the little wall to build up. Which I printed these. This is that same PLA. Same yellow PLA. It prints nice. Prints out real smooth. Hardly any strings. It's good. This is a little, what it is it's a little, sorry, squeaky. It holds a phone jack. So it's a little plate. You can drill a hole, and we're going to use it for our throttle panels for our model railroads. But yeah, snaps in there. Holds it real nice. You plug and unplug your little throttle panel in there, or throttle into that. Looks okay. Oh, there it is. Thought I lost my other hot end for a second. Hey, looks like that print, it's on to the little vertical piece, because it's like going just back and forth right there. Woohoo! Awesome. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm going to go peel some potatoes. Don't go anywhere. I figured an hour. And check on the. Okay. All right. Mama's peeling potatoes. Okay, so we're on the upright part of the print. Sorry you missed seeing me design all this stuff. A or D, Denninger. We got a Friday night 3D printer community hangout tonight too, don't we? Yay. Okay. Tried to print with 0.2 millimeter layer height and a 0.4 millimeter thick translucent red and not write the liquid. Yeah. Well, I'm glad you joined us. So are you talking about Vince? Are you talking about the when you convert it to the lithophane? How thick the overall thickness of the model? Because I print my lithophanes standing vertically. I find that they have better detail. But you have to print with a brim. Well, I'm glad you got the notification, Mr. Denninger, Miss Denninger, whoever Denninger. I wasn't sure my OBS, I just updated it. I haven't used it in a long time. So I wasn't sure that it actually would work still. But seems like it's working okay. All my little setups, you know, I can look at the screen. I can do just the webcam, but nobody wants to see that. I can do just the desktop. That one, I don't know what it is. Oh, I see. Trying to make a translucent. Yeah. I gotcha. Oh, so we could do it this way. Have a little one and look at my desktop, and then you could see the chat. But nobody wants to see that. We're here in the chat. We don't need to see the chat. So you want your words either to be lighter or darker. So yeah, you need more thickness to block more light. I get it. Oh, the fan's running. Fan's running while I'm printing PETG. Has it always been running? I guess. Well, I should go back and look at my settings for that. Should go back and look at my settings for that. Filament settings, cooling. Fan enable auto cooling. Only 30%. 50%. Okay, so maybe it's doing the right thing. Hey, Skid View. Show 'em. All right. Cool. Oh, I hear Maggie outside. Maggie's the neighbor's dog. Hope you're doing good down there. I hope it's done snowing down there. We had hailstorm here yesterday. Little hail, just like fat snow or little snow ice balls. covered the ground. Yeah, everybody's tired of winter. It's almost done. I should add, let's do this. Display capture, display one. Let's make it small, like that. And we can still see what's printing. And show you guys that then I can put it up on the screen what we are making. So it's a Bondtech mount for the ADIMLab. So that's the piece that we're printing, and it's oriented just like that. But now I lost my chat. Where's my chat at? There we go. 75. Wow. We may be getting to where the holes are. Not quite yet. Yeah, I'm kind of waiting for my MK3S and MMU2 upgrade things to come, and when they get here, I guess I'll do the MK2.5 at the same time. You can see that the MK2.5 has still got the vertical fan. Haven't even upgraded to the R3, but when the other parts get here, I may as well print two of them and upgrade both of them the same. Alright, I'm going to go check on Mama and the potatoes, and I'll be right back. Oh. So now I've got chat over top of my, there. Let's put that over there. Okay, there we go. But feeling what it is, and I don't know what it hit the floor. Okay. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I upgraded my 2.5S with the filament sensor, but first one I fried because I plugged it in wrong, and the second one has never worked. See you later, Shalom. Have a good one. And then, of course, when you put the MMU on the Mark III, it doesn't use the filament sensor anyway. So, I don't know. It's got the ball one, but it's not using the one on the top of the extruder. So, maybe that'll be a good upgrade. I don't know. We'll see. Would be kind of nice if it was the upgrade so it could detect when it reaches the sensor and that stuff is loading okay. But it's not going to detect movement like they said it was going to in the first place. So, we'll see. Oh, we're to the holes. That means the little cutouts, the next thing. Sweet. Oh, it's already starting to cut out. Really? Oh, I guess so. Cutout starts at about the same height as the holes. That's nice. We're pretty close. We look at the... Yeah. Yeah, you saw it do both sides, so it must be right there, close to that layer. Coolio. And it kind of worked, but I think that the retraction still sees a tug even though the filament wasn't moving through the nozzle. Yeah. Well, that's okay. We can keep it from grinding when it loads, switches, or if it can tell that it didn't pull the filament out of the hot end, if something's stuck in there, and stop it from just trying to keep printing, that would be okay too. Okay, we're getting ready to close off the little holes. That's awesome. I hope I didn't park the camera too close to the bed out there. And when this thing pushes the bed forward, you may just see the camera fall to the floor. But I hope not. Oh, well. Okay. That's the top of the hole. Sweet. Oh, did I do that right? I probably didn't. Oh, I didn't do that right. Dang it. Dang it. So, it didn't do it right. I foobarred on the model because that nozzle, the path, is not centered between the two holes. Oh well, let's measure that. So I'll have to reprint it. So it's about 9.5 millimeters from the one hole. Daggone it. Well, let me stick this back over here. Let's go back into Fusion 360. Now I got to make sure that I push it the right way. So it's got to come towards me. All right. Go back in here. Whoop. See. Okay. So sketch 2. Yeah, that's what I got. Okay, so the Bondtech's going to be sitting there on the right-hand side.
Are you cooking or are you playing on the computer?
I'll be there. All right. Can I make it from there? Okay. Dimension from here to there. Up. Here. So let's see. 9.5 plus 4 plus 31, 42, 11. I think that's right. That's how it should be. Yep, okay. I think that's right. Let me measure. So, $16. cut from here. Oh. Well, let's make that 20 then. That looks better. Okay. Stop the sketch. All right. Now I gotta go print another one. Save. Yeah. Uh-oh. I always forget to do this. Forget to select my part. Oh, that's fine. There we go. Go there. STL, okay. Save it. Yes. Go back here to go back here to this. Alright, well, I'm going to go cook. Thanks for joining me. I'm going to go print another one. See you later. Bye-bye.